Howdy, Mojo here. How you doing? Right on time. Awesome. The only problem is I'm actually running a little bit late. So I feel kind of unprepared. But this is the MoJo Show, and I am MoJo Medium, aka Susan Morrow Johnson. Find me on the web at mojomedium.com. My site has been unblocked by the Facebook gods. Oh, and it didn't even cost me that much to do it. So I can now put the link in the video here. So that's exciting. You can get to the website and find all the stuff you need to know about readings and life coaching and the 2020 word workshop. That's how you get your theme for the year to help be a touchstone and help you to manifest what you want. It's also where you'll find out about the 2020 Psychic Preview conference call. It's like a psychic group, psychic salon where everybody gets a reading. So you might want to do that. And let's see here. What else is on there? I don't know. There's all kinds of goodies there. In fact, the word workshop has a worksheet that is completely free. And if you go to mojomedium.com, excuse me, I missed a spot on my fingernail. If you go to mojomedium.com, you will see in the menu free word worksheet, and you can get that word worksheet absolutely free. So where did I miss that other spot? There it is. Okay, got it. Okay. Now the nails are lovely, aren't they? Okay, so hello. Welcome to MoJo Show. Welcome to 2020. I hope everything's going great for you. We are here today to do some angel card readings. Just put some fresh polish on some nails and then did not open the cards. So we're going to start with a good news only card. This is what I call the golden deck. It's good news only fortune telling cards, and every card in the deck is good news and good news only, just like the name says. And that means that unlike some oracle cards and angel cards, there's never going to be a card that should be interpreted as a warning or instructions or I don't know, any sort of thing like that's not good news. How about that? So you can have your own deck of cards, the good news only cards. They are on the website, available under MoJo merch, and you can learn to use them. It's pretty easy. Set them next to your bed or next to your toothbrush or on your work desk, and then the door just blew open, or did someone come in? So you can set them wherever you want, and once a day, once a week, cut the deck, pull a card, see what it says. It's a good way to start communicating with spirit and sort of understanding your intuition, as well as giving you something to look forward to. And that's the real goal about these cards, is to help you look forward to things and expect good things instead of worrying and looking out for the bad stuff. It's perfectly natural. Our brains are designed, pre-programmed to be on the lookout for danger all the time, but that can make us pretty miserable as we go through our lives looking for negative, right? So I was divinely inspired to create these for you. All right. Hey, Amanda, welcome. Glad to see you. I hope you have liked the page. By the way, my messenger for this page is not working. So if you want to get in touch with me, you can you can friend me on my personal page. It's just Susan Morrow Johnson. Or you can email me at mojomedium@gmail.com. And I am very, very glad to get any of your contacts. You can also contact me through the website, of course. Okay, time for the good news only card of the day. Now, whenever you may see this, you don't have to be watching it live. You might be watching it in the replay at any time. And this reading is for you now. Anytime that you get access to a reading or you witness a reading for someone else, it's for you. There's likely to be a message there for you as well. So pay attention when you hear these things. Pay attention to everything that comes at you. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. And I'll tell you why it's interesting. So the word is travel. This is today's good news only card. So before I get to the reading part of it, let me talk about this for a minute. I get kind of like a news digest called The Skim, Skimm. It's got 2 M's. If you want to subscribe to it, send me a message and I will send you a link so you can subscribe and I'll get credit for it. It's not money or anything. They just like make you a VIP or something. Anyway, I don't know what the goodies are, but I want you to subscribe because I told you about it. So it's The Skim, Skimm. And today, as I was reading through it, they often make recommendations for various products. And then at the very bottom, they have some birthdays and they have like, congratulations to, Skimmer, Jane R. of California, who just completed her master's degree in botany, or cheers to Melda in New York City, who just opened a bar, that kind of thing. Well, today they said this woman quit her job and used her life savings to open the sustainable travel store. So there's that. So travel, and I'm like, I've already got travel on the brain. Well, I shared the sustainable travel store on my personal page here on Facebook. And I also put the link to Skim there so you can go over to my personal page. But I tagged my stepdaughter, who is a world traveler, and I tagged another person, a friend of mine from high school, who's a world traveler, and I tagged my next door neighbor who is a traveler too. So it's just kind of funny that I was like, I've got travel on the brain already and this comes up. So let's take a look at what it means for you. Hello Ruth Ann. Hello Susan. Where were you today, girl? I called you. We got to get together. We got to talk to your person. So all right. So what does travel mean for you right now? Sometimes these are very literal, sometimes they're symbolic, but I do feel like this is literal travel, and I am seeing very specifically red cliffs. So, and mountainous terrain. So think of like Arizona, maybe Utah. I don't know. Where do they have red cliffs? Anything that you would see in like a Roadrunner cartoon. That's the kind of image I'm getting. So, so travel to red cliffs. It's really interesting because I personally don't have any plans to do that. However, it doesn't have to be red cliffs. It can be mountains. However, here's the thing. A year ago, if I had pulled this up and I was getting images of the Caribbean, I would have thought, I'm not going to the Caribbean. And yet I wound up going to the Caribbean last year. So red cliffs and or mountains. And if you think it won't happen, then look for it anyway. Expect it anyway, because that's what the good news cards are about. Hello, Relinda. I just put your package in the mail yesterday. Sorry it took me forever. So you're winding up getting like, it's been like a year since you won the drawing for the journal. But it is on its way to you now. So you should get it. I mailed it yesterday. You should probably have it by Saturday, maybe. I think I sent it priority. So you're an Arizona native. Well, there you go. Are you heading out to the Red Rocks or something? We actually have a Red Rock, a little town in Texas called Red Rock, but I don't know why it's called that. I've never been there. I have a friend who lives there. Hi, Teresa. So, all right, let's go. We're also going to do some more angel card readings. So hang on just a minute. I had mentioned a couple of things. Oh, dear. Busy. One of the things that is really important to me, things that are really important to me, is at New Year's, instead of making resolutions, I come up with a word or a theme for my year. And I call it word because it goes well with word workshop. But it's a theme. It's an intention. It's a touchstone for my year. I choose a word or phrase every year that guides my year. It's a touchstone. It's an intention. It's a goal. Instead of Relinda says homesick in Fresno, California, want to go to Georgia. Oh, I understand that. I mean, I'm a seventh generation Texan, and I've never lived anywhere else, and I probably never will. My husband has what do you call it? Like wanderlust. Not me, baby. Travel, but I always come home to Texas. So I understand that. Okay. So back to where I was, which I hope I can remember. Where's my cat? I don't know. She's around here somewhere. She's got a couple of new favorite spots. 3 of them. One under the stairs, the closet under the stairs. One she likes to get under the couch. And then the other one, there's a place on the arm of the couch that has a little blankie throw there that she just loves. She's not there, so I don't know. She's around here somewhere. Okay. Back to where we were. A word or a theme. So last year, my word was magic. And at the end of the year, I sat down with my journal, which I highly recommend journaling, always. I sat down with my journal and wrote a list of all the magical things that had come to me this year, or the magic that had come to pass in the last year. I don't know if you were listening this time last year, but February 5th of last year, I got my new car after driving a 20-year-old car for a long time. And I didn't even, this was a manifestation thing. So you'll want to check out Make Magic with MoJo if you haven't already. That's where I teach manifestation. So this car that I'd been driving, this old junker for a long time, which was fine with me. I loved that car. But it had seen better days, and it was time. And what's cool is that almost ever since I had owned that car, I had thought, if when I get a new car, a new used car, which is what I expected and wanted, because, a new car is I kind of see that as wasteful usually. So I thought, whenever I get another car, I would love it if I could give this car to someone in need. Well, not only did I get a brand new car at a new used car price, I also got to give that old car to someone who really needed it. And he's a man who's in the military, and his car was wrecked, and it was totaled, but he wanted to restore it anyway because it was sentimentally special and it was a good car. And he needed a commuter while he and his friend were going to be working on it for another year or two. And it really, really felt good to be able to give that car away. And that was something that I had manifested from years ago. Years ago, I was like, I would like to give this car to somebody who really needs it. And now, this is a good example, and yeah, don't worry, we'll get to the angel card readings. This is a good example when you talk about manifestation, about leaving the how up to the universe, right? Because I had always imagined, well, I'd like to give this car to somebody in need, like a single mom, because I was a single mom. And I know how hard it is and how costly it is. And if your car breaks down, I would have loved to fix up my old clunker and give it to a single mom. But instead, I just said I'd like to give it to someone in need. And the universe presented me with someone in need. Why don't you give your car to this guy? And when he's done with it, he can sell it. He can fix it up and give it to his teenager. He can give it away to somebody else in need. So that was very, very cool. Anyway, that was some of the magic that happened for me last year. And that was my word. And the thing is, you don't have to limit your word to that 1 year. Now I've learned to make magic. I've learned how to do magic. I've seen it in action. Now I'm going to carry that forward. But I have a new word for this year, which will be revealed. Now, I told my MoJo My Life members, those are my coaching group, I told them the word yesterday. But I will reveal my word of the year in the 2020 word workshop. Okay? So it's going to be fun. Anyway, you can get a free worksheet at mojomedium.com, and it's the word worksheet, and you can do it on your own if you like. If you want to join in the group and get my personal help with it, then there's a link on the website for that too. Okay. Okay, so let's do some angel card readings. Angel cards. Okay, using my favorite deck, Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, dear, by Doreen Virtue. She's my favorite, really. I used to say she's my favorite after my own cards, but no, it's this deck is really my favorite. Even though I have created 2 decks of cards of my own, I like hers best. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You ready? This is how we're doing the angel card readings. Hold on, let me check in real quick because I've got some things. Lisa Greenwell, good to be back and see you again. No pressure, but I really need your magic mojo touch and angel card reading to guide me, lead me, help me in any and all ways. This I pray, just a light something for today. Thank you. Lots of love and light. Lisa in Orange, Texas. You're just down the road from me. I live in Nassau Bay, which is just across the street from NASA, right down the road from Seabrook. So yeah, we're really not that far apart. Am I making any sense on those towns? Baytown? Yeah, so Baytown is the next town up on I-10 on the way to Orange. Okay, so yes, that's what we're going to do for you today. Relinda says, 2 white male kittens. Both are completely deaf. 3 months old, can't keep them. Oh my gosh. And Relinda, you are in, let's see, you're in Fresno. You're in Fresno. Okay, I know someone in Fresno, and I will put out the word to her. Let me make a note. Muffy. Oh, she's not in Fresno, but she's from Fresno. Okay, 2 kitties. That is a genetic mutation. A white cat with blue eyes or green eyes is usually deaf. And I think that's true of dogs and horses too. Maybe. But a deaf kitty can get along just fine. Many white cats with blue eyes live to a ripe old age. They don't know any different, and they don't know sign language. So, okay. All right, I will see what I can do about that. So let's go. Susan knows. She's already chosen her card. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do a micro meditation, which I will walk you through. Then I will shuffle the deck, and you will think about your question or concern. Then I will cut the deck and deal out 3 cards. You'll choose 1, 2, or 3, and that will be your reading. And then I'll give the readings to go with those cards. Okay? Okay. So first things first. Pardon me. Sometimes, and it may just be that I'm, gassy, but sometimes when the energy gets going, like if I'm doing a group reading or even a single reading, when you'll get some like tummy rumbling. This happens too when you're meditating. Tummy rumbles, you might get a little gurgle, I got a little burp, yawn, I need to stretch, tingle somewhere, so I'm going to say that's a spirit burp. Excuse me, spirit burp. All right. Here is the micro meditation. You can use this anytime you need to push the reset button. It's 3 deep breaths. Make sure that you are relaxed. Your eyes are closed. Make sure your tummy sticks out when you breathe in. Kind of hard to do if you're a woman used to sucking it in all day. But remind yourself that you need to let that tummy out so that your lungs can fill completely. Imagine breathing all the way from head to toe and then all the way out again. Okay? So we're going to do 3 deep breaths. And here's the other part of this. While you are breathing these 3 deep breaths, I want you to concentrate on this mantra. It's not really a mantra, it's a thought. Concentrate on this. I call in my angels and guides. I call on my angels and guides, as well as all of those who have my best interests at heart. I'll say it again. I call on my angels and guides, as well as all those who have my best interests at heart. Okay, you ready? I hold my hands like this and lay them in my lap. You can sit as is comfortable for you. Ready? And inhale. 2 more. Last one. You're amazing. You're amazing. Didn't that feel good? Remember, you can use that anytime you need to press the reset button. And you know what I mean when you need to press the reset button. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck 3 times, and I want you to concentrate on the thought, the question, the concern that you have. If you have too many and can't pick one, or if you just can't even think of anything that you need to know, use this default question. What do I need to know right now? Okay, sort of like you're calling on your angels and guides. What do I need to know right now is a perfect question. Okay. All right. And you can share that question with us here if you like. What is your question? What do you need to know right now? Lisa Greenwell already told us what she needs. She just needs a ray of hope. And I think that even without a card, Lisa, I can tell you that there's plenty of reason for hope. Cutting the deck and dealing out the cards. Choose 1, 2, or 3. You can tell us what that is as well if you like. 1, 2, or 3, and that will be your card. I'll give you a moment. Let's just keep thinking. Keep dreaming, keep meditating, keep settling, keep connecting with spirit. Okay, you ready? If you chose card number 1, this is your card. Rest up. Interesting. You've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh. Okay, so in the Western world especially, and especially in America, we all brag about how much we work. Oh man, I put in 70 hours last week. Yeah, I booked about 75 myself. Well, think of all the overtime. That was great. Yeah, hey, when can we enjoy the overtime money? Well, I don't know. At least Uncle Sam's not getting it. Well, he gets part of it, blah, blah, blah. This is our obsession. It's really, years ago, my mom, I don't know, she studied something, took a course or read a book or something that talked about, it was a book, the values, the core value of the 3 classes. And of course, this is very general. And as an amateur sociologist, this fascinates me. So the upper class, the what we call the 1%, the wealthy class, values accumulation of wealth, things, yachts, travel, parties, pianos, mansions, homes, whatever, companies. The middle class values hard work. And the lower class, the poor, value entertainment, which I really think is interesting. Think about all of the entertainers who came from very poor backgrounds. Seriously, think about, comedians, musicians, actors who came from really poor backgrounds. And think about how, not all of them, but a lot. Think about how many entertainers came out of that. A lot of art is created from pain and suffering and poverty. Not all of it. But anyway, I think that's really interesting. So back to the point of the card about resting. Americans, middle class, we're very focused on working hard, like that's impressive. There is value in it. All work is honorable, right? And he doesn't make a lot of money, but he works hard. He's got a good work ethic. What a good man, right? Okay, so then you get this card. Now, because of what I just said, I feel like this card could pretty much apply to anybody at any time. But when we get this card, that's when it's especially important. And sometimes the reading is taking a rest from something, taking a break from something. Sometimes it's literally get some physical rest. Okay, so just as I say that, I'm hearing, no, if it's get physical rest, it means that then instead of getting this card, you'll get a cold. Because that's usually the message that's with a cold is you need to lie down, take a load off. Okay, so then what does this mean? Take a rest from. Ooh. I can see you like plop down in a chair, like arms at your sides, just like plop down in a chair. And it's very symbolic of rest, although this is a baby mermaid taking a nap. But I see you plop down in a chair. So give it a rest is about something that you've been struggling against. Take a break from it. Something you've been trying hard to accomplish, or you've been trying to get rid of, or trying to work out. Take a break from that, okay? Get some rest from it. It may require physical rest. It may require sleeping on it, but take a break from this struggle and try not to think about it for 24 hours. You'll come back to it refreshed and with a new perspective. Okay, I hope that makes sense. That was card number 1. Card number 2. Let's see what we got here. Hold on a second. I'm going to scroll down and take a look at the things. Surgery yesterday. Praying this was the answer for healing. Brenda. If you chose card number 1, yeah, then yes, that is literal for you. Rest, 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 and walk as much as you can. Lisa says, I see a huge leaf, a tree branch. Ooh. Let's talk some more about that. That sounds interesting. Do your cards have jungle themes printed on them or anything near your office? Well, I have an ivy right here on my desk. Right there. There's an ivy. Yep. That's what's there. Plus, I have this backdrop, which actually serves as my closet door. It's got branches on it. It's not really jungle. It's more Japanese. So I'm not sure. I would say I think that has something more to do with you, Lisa. So I'm not sure. Okay. Card number 2. Let's move on. Okay. Helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of who that might be. Hey, Ellie, welcome. Did you get your cards? Have you tried them yet? I'm very curious to know. Someone wants to help you think of who that might be and initiate contact. Now, when I get this card, helpful person, in a reading in a private reading, I always think, I'm the helpful person. You need to contact me and get more help from me. And that's how ego works, right? So let me take a look at this. It may be that I'm your helpful person. I do want to help you. It says someone wants to help you. Okay, so let me get that out of the way real quick so that we can get down to something that is not self-centered. So I do offer coaching and I offer manifestation training so that you can create the life you want and stop settling for the same old dookie. And the group coaching and the individual coaching is to help you with everything in your life overall and teach you how to manifest and teach you how to have a better life, the life that you want. Mojo your life. Okay, so got that out of the way. That may be what this card is about for you. Let me see what else it may be about for you. Ooh, this comes up fairly often with this card. The helpful person is a realtor, a real estate agent. If you're in England, I think they call that an estate agent. So I don't know what your home situation is, but that's what this is about. Contact a realtor. Huh. Interesting. Or me. I'm not a realtor, but I am your favorite know-it-all. Okay, card number 3. There we go. Set your sights higher. Increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Love this card. Love it, love it, love it. Always comes back to my favorite theme of, not for me for my year, but theme of everyone's life, which is worthiness. So don't settle. Don't settle. And in this case, it's about your work. It's about your work. So it may be that you've been thinking you can't get promoted or that you can't get a different job that pays better or that you would like better. It may be that you are feeling like, nobody would ever hire you for that job, or you're not qualified, or you're not good enough, or whatever. Set your sights higher. It could have to do with a raise. Oh, I'm never going to get a raise. Yeah, not with that attitude, you're not. So this is saying, go for it. Don't settle. And it can also be, like I said, it has to do with your work, whatever that work may be. And so when it says don't settle for less than you want. What you want is valid, and you are worthy of having it, being it, doing it, having it. Okay? You got that? Don't settle. That's the message of that card. Set your sights higher and don't settle. Hey, Dana, that's for you, girl. Okay, so let me know what the cards mean to you. If you need to tell me privately, you can certainly email me at mojomedium@gmail.com. And you can also friend me on my personal page, Susan Morrow Johnson. And we can message there if you like. You don't have to. I don't send anything promotional there, but you can do that. You can also contact me through the website, mojomedium.com. And you can also, what else? What else is there? I don't know. Tag me in a post here on Facebook. Tag me on Instagram. Whatever. Yes, I'm on Instagram at the MoJo Medium. Of course. Of course. I'm the MoJo Medium pretty much everywhere. Okay. I'm going to run away. I think I have taken enough of your time. I hope this has been helpful and insightful for you. I certainly enjoyed doing it with you, and I hope to see you on the word workshop. At least take advantage of the free word worksheet, okay? Because I want you to have a great 2020. Thanks so much. MoJo out.